okay, let's go back to my first graduate job. PwC, I know, I'm an economics graduate. I've just graduated and I've got a job at one of the big four. Oh my goodness me, I've made it, right? I've completely made it. Truth be told, I hated it. It was the least challenging thing I've ever done. It was self-assessment tax, so people would send in their information. I would type on the computer their numbers, wherever was on the documents, and that was it. Maybe I'd write a letter. Wasn't for me. And even if you got a massive tax return, and obviously, like, I just couldn't get it because I was just bored. And even if now I got to like a ridiculous senior person, I'd still be bored. Like, I would just so be bored. It just wasn't me, and I had to leave. But even if I wasn't going to leave, I probably would have got fired because I was just so shit at it, because I found it so boring that I just made so many mistakes because I was just so bored. I was so disengaged. Because you don't necessarily need a degree for it. You don't. Anywho, so I left that. And then I fell into this project, like this supply chain transformation project. They said they wanted a business analyst. So obviously I'm an economics student. Of course I'm a business analyst. You go there, you're like, you're a data analyst. You're like, okay, whatever that means. And then it turned out to be a supply chain transformation project where we was building the computer system to match their supply chain. And then later on then I left that job after a year and a half because I liked data. I really enjoyed it. It really helped me understand how all the areas work in the supply chain and everything like that. But I wanted more. I wanted challenge. I like a challenge. I like to be really challenged. And I joined a big consultancy company called Capgemini. I was really lucky. I managed to get a job there. I moved down to Brighton Way and I worked on this amazing thing where I started building tax systems for corporations, not even individuals. And I can't tell you how much more fun it fucking was. It was a ridiculous amount of fun. I was even part of like tax revenue management. With the tax revenue management where you'd register, you'd subscribe, you'd submit your all this stuff. Luckily enough, I wasn't doing that all the time. But even that would have been a lot more fun than going 15, 10, 1 into a system that was already made for me. So if you hate your job and you're like, do you know what, this isn't for me, it's probably because you're not challenged enough and you need more. So I can't even explain to you the difference between working on the systems and creating the systems. Because you know when you go through all the testing, then you've got to test, does that formula work? So you're actually using those skills that you've used in university to learn all those formulas, which are replaced anyway by computer systems. So that's more into it. I hope it really helps. I hope you understand that SAP is for businesses like Apple is for us. Okay, so everywhere has a bit, any business realistically, but we work with like medium to like big size businesses, and every business will have their own computer system and we just put it in. So it's completely enjoyable. I hope it helps. I hope it builds more on Yes Day. So if you was on Yes Day and you was like, oh, I'm still a bit scared, I don't really want to contact her, now you kind of get it a bit more. I'm honestly here to help. See ya.